Hey y'all, it's me, Hetty. Let me show you my new go-to mac and cheese recipe. Y'all, I absolutely am bonkers for this. It is so easy, quick, just as quick as Blue Box, and a million times better. All right, let me show you how to do it. Look, I even showing you parsley from my little herb garden. Let's get right into this. First of all, I'm going to put in my 4 cups of water. So I've got 4 cups of water. Then I have a half a stick of butter. I'm just dolloping in there. I'll show you everything I've got, but I'm just going to put this in as I go. 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm coming in with my mustard. This is 2 tablespoons of just regular yellow mustard. You will not taste the mustard. You will not taste the mustard. It's going to cook, but I always just go in and give it a little mix around. Next, I have 1 pound of just elbow macaroni. I think that is just some Barilla I got somewhere. Now, you don't want to stir this, but you can just push your macaroni, your elbow macaroni. You can use whatever pasta you want to. My hands are clean, guys. So I just gave that a little mix, and all you want to do is just go around. Don't stir everything. Just kind of make sure you can push all of the mac is as much underneath the water as you can get. Okay? Now I'm going to show you the other ingredients I have, but of course we're not using any of that right now. The only things that you're going to put in is the water, your pasta, salt, the butter, and the mustard. And again, like I said, do not stir. And if you have measured everything right, you shouldn't have to stir at all. It shouldn't be like that. And that's it for that. But now I'm going to show you the rest of my ingredients. Okay, I have 1 cup of heavy cream here. I used half and half, just as much, because I had this. I need to use it up because it was already open for another recipe I'd made. But I've gotten to where, guys, I'm not paying $6 and $7 for 1 quart of heavy cream. I'm just not going to do it. So yes, I have changed a lot to half and half, and you can too. You can use milk. It just won't be as creamy. It'll still be good. I've made it with milk. I've made it with half and half. And of course today I'm making it with heavy cream. All right, you're going to need 2 cups of shredded cheese. I do not recommend pre-shredded. You do you. It's not going to melt as well as cheese you shred yourself. So you need 2 cups. It doesn't matter. And so I had most of a block of pepper jack that I went ahead and shredded up. We love it. It's wonderful. You can use all cheddar. You can use Monterey Jack. What else? Colby Jack. A mixture. I've thrown Gruyere in there. It's just all good. It's good. I've even thrown mozzarella in there. Of course, mozzarella can be very stringy, so it depends on what you like. But I've just got a mix of sharp cheddar and pepper jack. Doesn't matter. 2 cups of shredded cheese. I also have a half of a block, which is 4 ounces of cream cheese that I've simply cut into little hunks. We're not using any of this right now. Matter of fact, in between, while this is cooking, I'm putting this all back in the fridge. And when I finish it off, of course, can't have mac and cheese without some wonderful pepper. Okay, so that's really it for that part, believe it or not. So, on goes my lid. You can hear the sound. And I'm going to have to switch the camera around so I can show you what buttons I'm pushing, okay? So I'll be right back in 2 seconds. For you, it won't be any time. Alright, as you can see, we're off. So I'm going to do pressure cook, and I'm going to go down to 4 minutes, and then I'm simply going to hit start. And I'm going to tell you, I let my natural release. I see a lot of these people, they have got to be cleaning up a mess. Don't rush it. Macaroni water, it's gonna, if you let that steam come out of the top, you're gonna have a big mess. Same thing with rice and spaghetti and everything else. And I see these people. So anyway, that's on. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna pressure cook for the 4 minutes, and then I'm just gonna leave it alone. Make sure you're on seal. Make sure you're set to seal right there, and that's it. I will see you when this natural releases. When this red, after it's cooked, I'll show you, it'll drop down. This part will drop down, then you can just open it up. Then we'll finish it. I'll see you then. Okay, I failed to film it when this was up, but it pops up when it's in the middle of pressure cooking. I'll let it go. It's only been about 15, 16 minutes tops, plus the 4 minutes. So we're still only 20 minutes into this, guys. And actually, when you see what I do, I'm just going to go above and beyond and finish this over the top. This is totally optional, what I'm going to show you next. Anyway, it's done. This is dropped down. So let me fix the camera and then we'll move on. As I was explaining, it's been only about 20 minutes tops. No more than 21 minutes, and that's only because I forgot to hit the timer in the beginning. But I do know it kept track of the keep warm. So anyway, look, this is gonna let me, when this drops down, I can move this naturally. So it wasn't 15 minutes sitting there. Let me move the lid. All right, now, I want you to see this. Perfectly done macaroni and cheese, look at that. Absorb the water. You notice you don't see the mustard, you're not gonna taste the mustard. And I always give it a stir. And then quick as that, I usually go in with about half of my cream or milk or half and half, whatever you're using. Then I'm going to come in with probably 90% of my pepper jack. You're going to see what I'm going to do in a minute. I'm going to come in with most of my cheddar. I've got mostly pepper jack because I wanted to use up the rest of that block. All right, I'm going to give this a stir. Okay, then I'm going to come in with my cream cheese. This has been in the fridge, so it didn't stick to me. Now I'm going to give this a good stir. I'm going to come in with the rest of that cream. Just keep giving it a stir. Y'all, this is so good. I may have mentioned in the beginning of the video when I do the intro. Now, y'all, I've been making mac and cheese. I can't tell you how long in my life. I've got recipes. I've tried every recipe. This is one that I went with. I tried probably 10 different mac and cheese recipes in the Instant Pot when I was learning it. Okay, now as you can see, that's just going to all melt on down. That's perfect. Now, next, here's what we do. We're coming in with the rest of this pepper jack. And this is optional, y'all. You can just stir it all in, and if you like pepper, throw pepper on there, you're ready to go. But I like to do a little bit extra, and I'm usually cooking other things, so it's no trouble. And again, what I'm showing you now is going to be optional. The way what I just showed you, you could just stir all the cheese in it. Don't even hold any back. There you go. Now my family absolutely loves pepper on their mac and cheese, as do I. Get that from my mom and daddy, especially my daddy. And so I come in and I give a good dose of pepper. If anybody wants a little more after it's all stirred up and done, there you go. All right, now I'm switching lids. All right, coming in. As many of y'all have this air fryer lid, I do too. I'm not really great at getting the lid on, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to show you what I set it to. Okay, so let me do that and switch the camera around, and then we'll continue. All right, sorry about the angle. It might suck, but I'll try to zoom in so you can see better. Anyway, it's off. I'm going to hit air fry, 375, and I go 7 minutes, but I put my timer on 6. It just depends on how much cheese I put on top. A lot of times I'll pull it out in between. It's in between 5 and 7 minutes. But I'll go ahead and set the time because unlike when you're pressure cooking, you can just keep pulling the lid back off and check it. And we're going to brown that cheese, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, I'm going to really set this now. Here we go again. Boom. And I'm going to hit start this time. There you go, preheating. When this is done, I'll tell you my time. I'll probably have to re-switch the, well, I got cheese right there. I'll switch the camera angle again so you can see me pull that air fryer lid off. Alrighty, I will see y'all in between 5 and 7 minutes. Okay guys, are y'all ready? It's only been about 5.5 minutes. If I had a little extra cheese on there, I'd probably let it go about 6.5. But this was perfect. Let me move this lid. Look at this, y'all. Y'all, this tastes so good. As I've said, I have been making mac and cheese my whole life. Homemade stovetop. I got a great recipe for that. But you've basically got to make a cheese sauce, starting with the bechamel and doing all that extra stuff. This, it's been a game changer for me. And I want you to see this. Look how creamy. Ooh, that's hot. Look how creamy that is. I bumped my hand on that one because I was looking through the camera. Shouldn't have been doing that. But I like to try to be sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Look at this, y'all. That tastes as good as you think it tastes. And start to finish, oh, I had to gather my stuff. Let's just say by the time you gather your stuff and grate the cheese, it's still less than 30 minutes. So by the time you boil your water and do all that for your blue box mac and cheese, look how long that takes. It takes you about 10-12 minutes to get your water boiling, depending on your stove and your pan or whatever. Anyway, y'all, that is some good eating, y'all. It tastes as good as you think it tastes. I'm going to be slow putting out videos, but I'm trying to push on ahead. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.